Today we're going to take a look at this AIRCARE whole house humidifier. Right now it's pretty cold in the northeast part of the United States. My heater is on, and of course the air is super dry due to the heater. The humidity can get as low as 30%. Right off the bat, I can tell you this thing works as advertised. But because I live in a 3-level house, there's no way this thing can make the whole house humid, not even close. So whatever floor that you want it to be humid, put this on that floor. Myself, I tried this on the first floor, and the humidity does not change on the second floor, and don't even bother with the third floor. The second floor is where we sleep and we spend most of our time there, so most likely I'll move this up to the second floor later on. Installation is fairly simple. In fact, I didn't even bother with the manual, I just let my kid do it. On the bottom, there's 4 holes and there's 4 wheels. So go ahead and take one wheel, line it up with the hole, and then push it in. Repeat for the other 3 wheels. This is the wick, and it was taped when you unbox it. Go ahead and remove all of the tape. You don't need it. Inside the container, you'll need to line up the wick in this area right here. Once you remove all of the tape, go ahead and put the wick in. On one side, it's labeled front, so make sure that it's facing the front side. This is the flotation sensor. When I unpackaged the whole thing, it arrived and came like this. And if yours came like this, then just leave it as is. There's no need to touch it. The top is the fan unit. If you flip it over, you'll see this silver switch. Basically, the flotation sensor will click onto this switch right here. If there's no water, then the float will sink and it will turn the fan off. Pretty simple. So when you install the top unit over the container, make sure that this silver switch is hitting that sensor. This is what the sensor looks like. Make sure that it's hitting that silver switch that you saw earlier. This is how it looks like once it's all assembled. The whole thing is super lightweight, and honestly, it feels a little bit cheap with plenty of plastic. Go ahead and grab this and lift it up. Once the barrier has been lifted up, you can go ahead and pour water into any of these slots right here. 1, 2, 3. It doesn't really matter. Obviously, don't pour water here because that's where the fan is and then you'll kill it. The container takes up to 6 gallons. That's a lot. It's massive. The build quality seems iffy, so I don't really trust it. I'm going to use a water leak sensor and place it under the device. Just in case if there's any leak whatsoever, or if my kid accidentally knocks it off, then there's going to be 6 gallons all over the living room. That's not good. And I want to be alerted immediately if that happens. This water leak sensor is dirt cheap for maybe about $15 or $10. This water leak sensor is not the best money can buy. It's about $15 or $10, and it will do the trick of alerting me when there's water leak in the house. The sensor is sitting on top of this tissue. The tissue makes this sensor even more sensitive. As soon as water hits the floor, this tissue will soak in the water first, and then it will hit the sensor instantly. Right now we have it sitting in the living room. Let's go ahead and flip the switch to on. The middle button you can adjust for the humidity level that you want. So the lowest is 25 and the highest you can get is 65. On the top, there's a fan speed. F1 is the lowest, F2 medium, F3 is the highest. And at F3, it sounds like a jet engine in the living room. Now this whole unit is dumb. There's no Wi-Fi app, there's no IR sensor, so you can't even use a remote control to turn it on and off. If you plug this into a smart plug, and the smart plugs is turned to on, this humidifier will not come on. So if you really want to make it smart, the only way is to hack it using ESP Home and one of those D1 mini chip. Alright, hopefully you found this review of the humidifier helpful. I really appreciate you guys subscribing to my channel, liking this video, and thanks for watching.